Hello, my loves. Welcome into this reading for those who have this new moon in Aries in their 6th house. That means your rising sign is Scorpio and or 49 minutes of Aries shows up in your 6th house. Welcome in. If you haven't already watched the introduction to the new moon in Aries, Act 1, you can click on the link in the description or the link popping up on YouTube. So the houses in the zodiac story represent where things happen in our journey. And so the where of the 6th house is determined by the zodiac sign that rules the 6th house, which is Virgo. So the ruler of the 6th house is Virgo, meaning the themes of the 6th house deal with Virgo themes. Specifically, the area of our life dealing with health. So it's the house of health. This can include areas of healing, vitality. Our pets are included in this house, service, and wellness. So this is the area of your chart where these energies are focused. So for you, the ruler of your 6th house is Aries. That also means that any planets that you have in Aries are expressing themselves through the 6th house. So in the solar readings for Aries, we talked about the what of each planet and how that expresses through Aries. You can further refine the what of the planet by adding the where of the house. So all of your Aries aspects will happen in your 6th house. Okay, I hope that is making sense for you. And of course, this is only for the whole house system, which is again why I use it, because it's so easy to explain and so easy to follow and understand. For this reading specifically, for the first act of this 2-part new moon that we're going to be having, we're going to ask our guides and the angel therapy deck to give us clarity on how we can stay true to our health through the changes that are happening around us. So if you haven't already, close your eyes, take in a few deep breaths, open your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time, and call in your spiritual support team if that feels good to you. Go ahead and do that now. Pause the video if you need more time. Ooh. The card is, you are powerfully clairvoyant. It says, trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Beautiful. As always, you can pause the video at this point to journal on anything that you're getting intuitively from the card or from that little blurb that was there. Okay. Particularly for you, my beautiful Scorpio Rising 6th house Aries, because this card is talking about your ability to trust in what you're seeing. So looking at this visual, if there's anything in this image that's really speaking to you, writing that down. And really just allowing whatever you saw in your head as I was talking about that to be a valid communication from your support team. I'm just tapping in here and thinking of how it's best to guide you with this, because this is such a unique and individual experience for every person. Our own relationship with our spiritual sight is so unique and individual. But as this relates to the house of health, what the guidance here is that you are getting messages about your health and how to support your health through the changes that are going on. And they're coming through your powerful clairvoyance, which is getting more and more powerful all of the time. Please understand that we all, as a human species, have the capability to have all of the psychic abilities, okay? There's clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. Clairvoyance is clear sight, to see. So you have clear sight and you're developing this. And you have the ability to do this whether you believe you do or not. With or without the affirmation of this card, we all have these abilities, but it's time for you to develop this. You're being invited to develop this, particularly because your health is asking you to. Your health and wellness and vitality is being guided through your clairvoyance, through what you're seeing in your mind's eye, so what you're visualizing, and through what you're seeing with your physical sight. So things that you see, repetitions that you see, or just books or magazines or objects that catch your eye. And maybe there's a message there for you. Okay, to be open to those, this lunar phase is really what your guidance is, particularly in relationship to what you need to know about healing yourself and supporting your health. So, one thing that you can do when you're making choices for your health is you can check in and see which option you can see yourself doing. Okay, this is a way to use your clairvoyance, your inner sight. So, and this is from the Celestine Prophecy, which is such a good book, and it's such a good book series. It's like a spiritual adventure book. It's really cool. Anyway, so what you do is, in order to decide which decision to make, in any decision, but I'm particularly gearing it back towards a decision with your health because that's the house that we're in and talking about here. But in order for you to make a decision, you try to see yourself doing each option. Okay, so let's give a silly example of whether you should eat that bag of chips or eat an apple. Okay? Rather than just whatever, well, obviously I should eat the apple. Let that go, right? Just allow yourself to be like, okay, just close your eyes if that helps, or just see in your mind's eye. Your mind's eye is in this space right in your forehead. That's between the eyebrows above the nose. So you can stare at that blank space with your eyes closed, or just imagine yourself eating the bag of cookies and eating the apple. And whichever, did I say bag of cookies, bag of chips? Whichever image is clearer to you, that's the image that you should follow. Okay, that's a way to use clairvoyance to guide any choice. Just see yourself doing one or the other choice, and whichever one you can see easier, that's the one you do. Okay? Another way to use clairvoyance is to allow yourself to ask your guides to show you something in the physical world. So this is something I talk about a lot, but I'll give you the framework for it again. So you say, when I'm going against my health goals, or something like that, please show me a diamond, was the first thing I saw. And I saw like a diamond shape, not like a gem diamond. And I always say like the first word that pops into my head. Okay, so whatever image I see in my head, that's the image I say. And then I try to let it go. And then somehow that image will appear to me. I tell lots of stories about this, but one story was so random. I was like, okay, if it's aligned for me to do this, please show me a starfish. Starfish was the first thing I saw, and I'm like, that is so random. How is the universe going to show me a starfish, right? The next day, I got a text message from a person related to this thing that I was asking about. And it was a picture of the starfish from Finding Nemo. It was like a GIF. And it said, today's the day. When the starfish sings, today's the day, when it's their plan for escape. So I knew that was confirmation from the universe that like today was the day. And not only, yes, was it aligned for me to do what I was asking, but it was aligned for me to do it that day. So there's so many different things like that can happen when you start playing with this, but it's something in your physical sight, but that's how you can get a message from your physical sight. Okay? You're going to be playing with this a lot this lunar phase. I don't think you're done with this lesson, but you're definitely being invited into utilizing your clairvoyance, studying your clairvoyance. Google clairvoyance. Learn more about it if you want to. Ask your support team to guide you to the right resources on how to develop your clairvoyance. Okay? Visualization exercises are really good for this. Meditations, including visualizations, really good for this too, to develop that skill. Visualizations were really hard for me at first. I'm not as clairvoyant as I am other clairs, okay? But I'm slowly developing it as I open up to. So same is true for you. You can develop it just by setting the intention that you're going to develop it. And with the knowing that it's going to help you so much with your healing, with your health, to guide you in this area of your life so that you can stay true to your vitality, to what your body needs from you. And even maybe the service that you're offering, okay? There might be clairvoyant hits that you're getting for the services that you're offering, or even how to support your pets, okay? So be open to anything in this house being communicated to you through your sight, inner or physical sight. Okay? Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.